Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at a rather new-ish Brickheadz set. That's going to be set number 40496, Voldemort, Nagini, and Bellatrix, with 344 pieces. These Brickheads are numbers 143, 144, and 145. The set retailed for $24.99 USD, or $25, $10 for Bellatrix and Voldemort, and $5 for Nagini. This is one of the two Harry Potter Brickhead sets released at the same time, the other one being a set with Hagrid, Ron, Harry, and Hermione. And these are the first Brickheads released since the original ones back in, I believe, 2018. This set is amazing, and the first time we're getting these characters in Brickhead's form, and they look great. We're going to take a look at each of them individually, starting with Voldemort. The Voldemort character here is rather great. There are two unique prints comprising this figure, the first of which being on this 1x4 tile there. It's a little print for his nose, which looks great. He would be very, very weird looking without that, so I'm glad LEGO included that. The other one is this very nice tile here for his robe print. It's got a little bit of skin at the front, at the top there, and then some just nice robe designs. Other than that, though, it's just pretty much two colors, green and white, which is a very simple design, but works really well for Voldemort. His hand over here has a wand. This is an actual wand this time, as opposed to when they originally did Harry Potter Brickheads, they used long sticks. I kind of preferred the long stick design because the wand looks very, very small here. But, I mean, whatever works. And if you want to replace it with a stick, it's really easy to find. On the back, they kind of added this, like, extra floof to have his robes kind of billowing out behind him. It looks pretty great, and it's unique to this character. The entirety of his head is really just completely tiled off. There's no hair or anything. It's just white skin. He's got the traditional Brickheadz eyes, and he sits on the plate reasonably well. It's very interesting. There's it's like a 3x4 stud range in the bottom there. Just kind of pop them on there. The front of his robes are raised slightly to give the illusion that they're kind of like billowing in front of him, and it looks honestly pretty great. Now, I actually have this character built wrong. What LEGO wants you to do is put the wand like this. Now, I don't really like that as much, not only because it's really flimsy, but also like, I just kind of prefer when he's holding it at his side. Even like that looks weird. Like I said, the wand is very small for the Brickheadz character, and I really don't like it that much. I think that's the best way to display him, and he's very simple, but yet it's really cool, and it's honestly surprising that it took us this long to get Voldemort in Brickheadz form, considering we got, like, Newt Scamander and Grindelwald and Buckbeak first, but I'm really glad we finally have him. Nagini is probably one of my favorite Brickheads of all time. This character has only one unique print, that being this slope piece here with a little bit of printing underneath. That's so cool. I love the look of this character. You know, I love how they went Brickhead style, but also like very unique too. The coils for the snake are amazing. I love how it kind of like works and she's all wrapped up amongst herself. And the green head on the top here is great. There's some other green kind of designs going through the back. So it's really cool they kind of incorporated that in. And then the set itself is actually built strangely. It uses a Technic pin to connect the top of the head. And this is all built using some very interesting stud nut on top techniques. And the head is kind of locked in place there. It's a little wobbly, but nothing too crazy, and it's really, really unique as well. Love the eyes and the kind of snout. Would have been really cool if they could have added a tongue element. I have no idea how they would have done that, and honestly, I'm really glad they kind of didn't, because I think like it would have been cool, but I don't think it would have worked all that well, and the set still looks great without it. And the final Brickheads in this set is going to be Bellatrix Lestrange, and she is probably one of my favorite Brickheads of all time. Not only is she just amazing, she also has, I think, the largest number of pieces for almost any Brickheads. Like, just the massive hair here, it was incredible. She only has one unique printed element, that's her corset design right here, and then, wow. So, her wand is also in the wrong position. She was supposed to have it just like Voldemort's. Again, you know, I don't like that. The dress design's really nice, and she has two 1x2s on the bottom there for feet, which are reasonable. I mean, it doesn't really matter all that much. Her hair is just a massive mess, and I love it. It looks exactly like it should. Interestingly enough, they also did manage to include her blonde streak that she has in the movie, so it's a really great attention to detail there. I also loved that they did a slightly different color for under her eyes to kind of give her that sunken in look, and it just kind of adds to the character even more. On the back, you can just see this like massive hair coming down. They used a ton of these 2x2 circular tiles. It's weird seeing the hole for the Technic pin in there, but like, it's manageable. I mean, the only parts were really, really weird is where you can see, like, through to her scalp there. But the most interesting part about this figure is actually how they designed the chest here. You can see, wow, it just broke. Oops. You can see that they used alternating cheese slopes, and the way that fits in is really unique. So you got to pull off this. On the inside, they have an upside-down Technic 2x1, and then it just like slots in. And they had to do some really weird stuff to stabilize it because it was slightly taller. So it's like a really interesting build, and it's honestly one of the most unique Brickheads ever because of that. And I love the way, like, you build her face, and then her hair just kind of comes over it and, like, covers her. And it's just such a unique and cool aspect. This is probably one of my favorite looking Brickheads, just because it captures Bellatrix's crazy, crazy essence. Here's the box. It's nothing too special. We got all three of the characters on the front there in order with the Harry Potter logo on the side here. It shows an actual size for Nagini's special print. And then on the back of the box, it shows all three characters without their stands and then how to put them on their stands. Very basic, nothing too special here. On the side panel here, it does show all three characters in their actual live action appearance. And they look very, very accurate to what they're supposed to. One of the best Brickhead sets. There are 3 instruction manuals included in the set, one for each of the characters. The first one is Voldemort. On the back, it's got the Windman. We have a parts list for the entirety of the set and no advertisements. Next is Nagini. This is the smallest one. On the back, we have an advertisement for the original line of new gen Harry Potter sets. Very interesting, the 20th anniversary ones. Again, they don't include any of the newer ones. It's just the original model. I'll be interested to see if the new hospital wing set will show how to add it to this original display or if it'll be its own thing. And then that's it. That's the only advertisement. And then Bellatrix has an advertisement for this set and then nothing else. She is the thickest Brickheadz manual I have ever seen. Overall, I'm absolutely in love with this Brickhead set. I would rate it a solid 9 out of 10. The only problem with it is that I really think they should have used the lightsaber pieces for wands as opposed to the actual wands, because they just look really small and weird in their hands. But aside from that, the characters are perfect. I love the prints they used, and the way they translated Bellatrix's hair is probably one of the most impressive Lego feats I've ever seen. And then Nagini is just adorably cute, and Voldemort is super cool. They are really great Brickheads and also really good representations of their actual characters. If you have not gotten this set and you're a fan of Harry Potter and or the Brickheadz line, I would highly recommend it because, I mean, if just the Harry Potter one shot up to like $60 after the fact, this Brickhead set is going to be incredibly valuable because these are all very highly desired characters, so definitely get this while you still can. That being said, guys, that's all I got for you. Just a quick little Brickheads video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the very next video.